Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Calvaris32 Special. Another video in the 223 long range. Now, one of the other tools I showed when I first introduced was my Wheeler Engineering kit that I purchased. Again from Amazon, and it came as a set between the two. I have my reticle leveling system and my scope mounting combo. So let's open, I'm going to open these up and so we can take a closer look at all this. It was kind of nice that these were offered as a set, because I was looking originally for the levels and the fat wrench, and I was able to pick them up individually, and that's where it was going to be about $90. And then I found this where it was all three pieces, including the ring lapping system, and everything was $90. Now, one of the gun channels people, by the name of Dead Horse, has said that he has yet to actually need ever ring lap something. Sorry, no, that was AWAG that said that. AWAG 1000 was one that said he's never actually lapped a set of rings. He's never needed to. I was given some different advice by Dead Horse. So we'll see what I end up doing. But I could pick up 2 of the 3 for $90, or I could pick up all 3 for $90. If I end up not using the lapping, then I end up not using it. But it's nice to have the option. So, okay. We got one ring here, or one level. This is one that you set on top of your scope cap. And here is the barrel clamp level. I'm going to have to read the instructions on how to use these, since I've never done so. Comes with a nice case. Oh, look at that. Instructions. Just what I need. So, it is nice having the case. So that way I can keep these stored so they won't get damaged. And I can put this case in my ammo cabinet without without fear, or I can put it on one of the shelves in my safe. Put the instructions back in so I don't lose them. Now let's see what all comes in this box, because I have yet. This is my first time opening these. And awkward silence. Okay. Again, comes in a nice heavy-duty case. That's nice. Oh, I've got some instructions on the back of the box. Hopefully there's some more detailed ones inside. Let's find out. Yep, looks like there's some more detailed instructions inside the box. Perfect. Got some reading to do now. It comes with a container of Loctite, thread locker, or Wheeler brand Loctite. That's good. I have some other brand thread locker as well. Whether or not I end up needing them is yet to be determined. Lapping bar. Oh, geez, these have got a lot more heft to them than I was expecting. These are the ones that you put in your... I've seen pictures of it being done, so I have a rough idea what some of the stuff is. These are you put into your rings, and... there's a little bit of rust on that. Being that's brand new out of the box, I'm not thrilled with that. I can tell you that's the 1-inch bar. That's the 30mm bar. The idea is you put both, one in the front ring, one in the back ring, and those 2 points should line up perfectly, meaning the bar, that your scope is, or your rings are perfectly aligned. To tip Dead Horse over on Gun Channels gave me was to, instead of trying to rely on that point and just the optics of trying to look at it, said there you can get a collar that just fits over these, so you can line it up and you can slide it back and forth, and you can feel if it has to, change angle at all in order to line up. Might be something I look into. Some lapping compound. That's nice. I would assume these handles here are to be used with the lapping bars. Well, there you go. It fits right in. That way, when it goes to lap, my understanding, you put these in the rings, you put the caps down on the rings, you have the lapping compound, and then you roll it back and forth so that the lapping compound acts as a very, 220 grit, as in this case, sandpaper. And by having it on the bar, it perfectly aligns those rings. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be some kind of, extension handle or what exactly that's going to be. I'm sure they explain that in the instructions. It appears, level. Interesting. Say it 3 times and something appears, maybe. There's also comes with it, a second set of scope levels. Do it without breaking it. Put it back in the case. There we go. And then, it comes with a variety of bits for the fat wrench. Should be good. I imagine that would cover most of the rings that I'd buy. So the Vortex rings, hopefully, is one of these. And the fat wrench. Oh, it even comes with a calibration certificate. I don't know if anyone can see that. Yeah. The inspector. Anyone, make out what that says? I can't. Maybe it's somebody's special, instead of putting a name, maybe that's putting a code. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. So, okay. Pull the cap out, turn it to the right, let it drop back in, and you see a line start to appear in this gauge that tells you what the inch pound is going to be. I imagine probably best to store it in the bottomed out position, so that way it's not under tension. All in all, as I understand, I think I paid about $90 for all this. So, I'd say you get a pretty fair value for what I'm getting. And can't wait to get to the process of getting my rifle, getting my new scope on. Start being able to test out that rifle. And start learning a few things about shooting at, longer ranges than what I've, shot at in the past. Maybe this case isn't so great. We'll find out. I'll tell you what, if I break this hinge or these latches, I'll just cut that off because it's just folded, it's just really thin plastic. Use a piece of piano hinge, with some screws in it, and then I'll make some latches on the front. Get around, which will get me around that issue. Anyhow, $90 for just the pro level and the wrench, or $90 for all of it. Up to you. Maybe you don't need the lapping bar, so it doesn't, that's just wasted money for you. Anyhow, I appreciate everyone stopping by the channel. Have a wonderful day. I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by the channel. If you want to see more of my content, I encourage you to check out my website, Calaveras32special.com. links below in the description. I also encourage you to check out gunchannels.com, online, two-way community, set up and operated about 5 years ago at this point, by G-Webs, or Mr. Gun Websites. He is a avid activist for, our two-way rights, so that's where I encourage you to stop by there, as well as his website, gearwebsites.com, where where a lot of his financing comes from, to help him, fight for our rights. I hope you guys are, willing to stop by, both of those websites. Oh, and before I get on mine, I have my Spreadshirt store link and my Patreon link over there for anyone who is so inclined as to helping out the channel. Much appreciated. And anything I decide any money I get over there, I'll be putting back into the channel, and I'll be giving my patrons a chance to chime in as to what they think I should be using it on. I want to say again, thank you very much for stopping by. Have a wonderful night.